too. I love you too. Storm of the century. Oh shit. Oh yeah. Footprints. Bigfoot. Fucking Bigfoot. In my yard. It stopped snowing for the moment. It's supposed to snow for the next 2 days straight. We're supposed to get almost 2 feet of snow. 50-mile-an-hour winds. The wind is cold as fuck out there. I could feel it. I'm getting a titty hard on over here. 50-mile-an-hour winds. And the temperature's supposed to be 25 fucking below zero. I hear a El Plano. Brr. Holy fuck, it's cold. Must be a grand solar minimum coming or something. Crack myself up. What's going on, our skies? How you doing, brother? How's the sky watching been for you? Did you guys get hit hard with that storm or what? Get a lot of snow? We're getting pounded right now. Fucking pounded. It finally, but probably for only half hour to an hour, and then it's gonna fucking start up again. It's supposed to snow for the next 2 days straight. Fucking 2 days straight. That's a lot of snow. A lot of snow. Temperatures 25 below fucking zero with the wind chill. 50-mile-an-hour winds. That's nuts. That's nuts. Winter. This winter has been very, very, very mild. Oh, I'm sorry to hear that, brother. Sorry you've been sick. This winter has been very, very, very mild for the most part. You know, we've had temperatures in the 50s, 40s, 30s, but mostly all winter. It averaged around, anywhere between 30 to 50 degrees. It was averaging somewhere in there almost every day. Once in a while, we'd get a few little minor snowstorms. By the next day, the shit would rain or something. It would be melted. Now, at the end of January, we're getting fucking pounded with an Arctic blast right now. And this shit will not let up. Just when you think it's going to warm up and you get up to like 33 degrees one day, the next day it's snowing like a motherfucker and pounding on you again. 25 below zero. They have canceled school for the next 2 days, not one day. They canceled school for the next 2 days in advance, anticipating this storm, because they know the temperatures are going to be so fucking cold. When I went to school, barely got any fucking snow days. I had to wait at the bus stop and with my fucking knickers on, my scarf on. I had to fucking wait for the bus stop and freeze my balls off. You know what I mean? When I was a kid, we didn't have no fucking snow days. I can remember like 3 snow days my entire life. Nowadays, the temperature gets below 30 and they fucking close the schools down. It's like, what the fuck? The kids are never there anymore. It's a miracle they even learn anything. I don't know how they're learning anything in these schools nowadays, because They're shit. You've been, yes, been mild. Not now. Yep, not now. Snow. Yes, lots of snow in Michigan in a state of emergency. Yeah, same with us, bro. Same with us. Storms over top of us, barreling down on us. I don't know, man. What could be causing it? Could it be the grand solar minimum? Or could it be winter? Winter. It's winter. We're used to it. We're Buffalonians. This ain't shit. Okay? This ain't shit. This fucking storm ain't nothing. Okay? Ain't no winter storm ever taking this guy out. My cause of my death will not be because of no fucking winter storm, unless I get in a car accident or something. But ain't no fucking storm gonna kill this guy. Crazy skies earlier today. You get the sun when it's behind that fog and that light layer of snow cloud, and you can see the whole circle of the sun. I had the little rib clouds today. You know the rib clouds? They actually look like human ribs. Like bim, 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 bim. You know what I mean? And they were all lit up like the color of the sun almost. Not a sundog, but the way the light was reflecting. It was kind of cool looking. I tried to get it on video, but then I had to turn off the exit. I was on the throughway because I was making a delivery, and I couldn't get it on video, unfortunately. But tomorrow's another day. Even though it's snowing, we have little patches. You never know what you might see out there. That's why your camera's got to be in the skies at times. They just have to be. If you want disclosure for UFOs, if you want answers on chemtrails, Planet X, whatever, you got to get your video cameras out and you got to videotape the sky. Even if you don't see nothing. Earlier today, let's take this for 6:30 this morning. Something catches my eye so high in the sky. The sun's rising, but the sun reflected off this metallic object, and it was so fucking high in the sky. You knew it wasn't a plane. It was just too high, and it was not shaped like a plane. But on video, it was so high, I couldn't see it on the camera. I still have the video. I could post it. You can't see it on the camera, really at all. But I can see it with the naked eye, and this thing's doing fucking somersaults through the sky, doing all kinds of weird shit, right? And as I'm videotaping that, not thinking nothing, I'm like, fuck it, I can't see it, so they're probably not going to see it. So I end the video. I go to look at it anyways afterwards. And halfway through the fucking video, you see something go by like this. Right above the house right in front of me. I'm looking like up this way, and something went, and I'm trying, I can't pause it quick enough and get it on that spot to nail it with my phone to find out what that was. But there was no birds, no bird flew as I was videotaping that. There was no bird who flew by. That I can guarantee. So whatever this was, I have no idea. You know, I want to send the video to somebody with an actual computer that could actually break the fucking thing down and slow it down and actually zoom in on this object to figure out what it is. And I got lucky. You know, I just got lucky. Trying to videotape a UFO, and I catch a UFO, another UFO. You get what I'm saying? On accident. So you never know what you might pick up on camera. That's why I always say keep your cameras in the sky. Even if you don't see an anomaly in the sky or something, just every once in a while, just take your phone out, whatever, hit record, put it in the sky, you know, pan it around on the different clouds and, you know, west, east, zoom in a little, zoom out, you know, and just leave it still for a little bit. And go back and look at that footage, you know, and see what you see, because you never know what you might catch. You know, there's been several thousands of times where people, you know, didn't see no UFO looking in the sky videotaping something, but went home and looked at the video and got excellent UFO footage, you know, clear disc-shaped UFO. So you never know what you might catch. And that's what I'm trying to tell all you boys and girls out there. You get what I'm saying? If you don't have your cameras rolling, disclosure won't come. Answers on chemtrails won't come. Answers on asteroids, Planet X won't come. Nothing will come. The more cameras we have, the better chance we have to get answers in which we seek. That's the truth. It's cold out there. Get your knickers. Get your long johns and your knickers. Probably going to be posting a few more UFO videos tonight. Oh shit, it's blizzarding out there now, boys and girls. All night. We got to get this on tape. Oh, don't stop blizzarding on account of me. Come on, keep going. The winds are whipping out there. Come on, camera, turn. You can't see nothing. Look at that, people. Did you see that light right there? Did you see that light that just reflected? Look at the light right there. You people seeing this? People picking that up on the screen? Look at that light. You seeing it? Look at my hand go in front of the camera and the light disappears. Look at that. It's on my hand now. See it on my hand? Look at the light. Look at it coming up from the street over there. What is that? Oh, I know, babe. Thank you. What the fuck is that? Babe, can you see that on video? Can you see the weird light in the street and above by the telephone pole? Look over here. Look at the light shapes coming down because of the snow. That shit looks crazy. That shit is fucking awesome looking. Holy fuck. Yo, that shit is wicked looking. This one almost looked like a tree for a second. Look. We got all kinds of loops up here going on. Look at the light spectrums we got here. We got a light show. Look at the car. Wow. That's what the snow is causing it to do. It is literally blizzarding outside right now. We have a portal, people. We have a portal opening up right here. See it? There's the portal. We got a fucking blizzard on our hands out here. Whoa, UFO in the sky. Crazy stuff. Whoa, there's the trees back. Project Blue Book on tonight. This will be episode 2 or 3. I can't remember. I think it's the 3rd episode. Yes, the 3rd episode of Project Blue Book. You're not going to want to miss tonight's episode. If you missed the very first 2 episodes, I suggest you go back and fucking, you check that shit out on demand. If you have Spectrum cable, it's on demand. Watch it on demand and catch up and watch the first 2 or 3 episodes. I forget how many there were. I think there was 2 episodes so far. This would be the 3rd, I believe. Oak Island. Another new Oak Island. Things are heating up on Oak Island. They finally dug up Smith's Cove and they found the box drains, which is the source of the flooding water into the money pit. When they dig down ever so far, their tunnels all fill up with water for some strange reason, because these fucking Templar Knights built box drains. And once you dug down so far, you'd move the rock or whatever, and the water from the ocean would just come pouring in, and it would fill up that tunnel. It was like a death trap. They wanted to make sure nobody can get down to what they had buried there. You know, the Holy Grail or whatever have you that they had there. Who knows? Supposedly the Holy Grail was supposed to be fucking there. I don't know. Oak Island is very mysterious. That show, you know, they get a little carried away, and the only problem I have with the actual show itself, Oak Island, is that they never focus on one task for longer than a couple days. And then they dig down so far, well, you know, we didn't get any answers. Or they find human bones and shit down there, and they don't want to do any more digging. Then they want to move on to the next hole. Then they're looking at the next hole. You know, then let's go over here. Now we're metal detecting on the beach, and now we're doing this. It's like, focus on one thing. The money pit, you want to focus on that, and dig the fuck, and just keep going till you can't dig no more and around it, and then you move on to the next project. Once you get cross that one off the list, you don't keep bouncing around like a fucking, like, Roger Rabbit. You know what I'm saying? That's the only flaw I have with the show Oak Island. Other than that, I love the show. I love the mystery. I hope they find something. I know something was buried there at one time. That, you know, that's a fact. They have found bones down there. They have found metal down there. They have found wood down there. You know, they have found things that should not be down hundreds of feet below the ground. You know what I'm saying? So, something was put there. One of the slaves, Mr. Ball. Hey, Debbie. One of the slaves who lived on the island, Samuel Ball. This guy actually became one of the wealthiest people in Nova Scotia. And no one knows how. He was just a slave who earned his freedom. And he didn't have no money or nothing. On the little bit of money he had, he bought a little piece of land on Oak Island. And then all of a sudden he became the richest guy in Nova Scotia. What does that tell you? He found either the treasure with the Holy Grail, whatever have you, or he found there's more than one treasure that's buried there, and he found one of them or something. Or he found some of it and didn't take all of it. I don't know. He could have took all of it. It might not be there no more. Samuel Ball could actually have this fucking in his possessions. How did he get rich? Nobody knows. That it's a fucking total mystery how the slave Samuel Ball got rich living on Oak Island. Nobody knows. But he became very wealthy. And then he started buying up all the land on Oak Island. So, he did it for a reason. He obviously found something and wanted to keep searching the island because he knew there was more. My head feels super hot, like I'm getting a fever. Babe, come feel my head, would you? I'm like burning up over here. I think I'm getting a fever or something. I got a fever. And the only prescription is more cowbell.
Can't stop coughing.
Gotta have more cowbell. Feel my head, please? Oh.
Probably water because all that freaking heat pouring out.
I'm more hot as fuck, ain't I?
You don't have a fever though.
How do you know?
Because your earlobes are cold.
No, they're not. I can feel them. They're
They're
fucking
not
burning
hot.
my fingers.
They're not hot.
They're literally burning my fingers.
They're not hot.
That's weird, because they're burning my fingers up. I can feel them burning my fingers.
Just like that one day I thought I had a fever.
I got a fever, people. I can feel it.
Bad mouth in front of clowns.
Just kidding. only prescription is more cowbell. Gotta have more cowbell. Love the cowbell. I don't know. I think if your ears get, if your ears, every time I usually have a fever, my ears will be on fire too. They'll be burning up. Really, I felt like my blood pressure or something was dropping. And my head started feeling like it was on fire, and I felt my head and it felt hot. I don't know. It was weird. Hot to the touch. UFOs, man. Project fucking Blue Book, people, tonight. After History Channel, 10 o'clock. Project, or it's 9 or 10, I don't remember which one. I think it's 10. Project Blue Book, based on true events. It's about the government going around trying to debunk UFO sightings and come up with plausible theories for the public so there's not panic. And it shows you all these real true events that actually happened and took place. And all these actual real life sightings that happened and took place. They show you this stuff. Now, if the government didn't want disclosure, then why would they let something like that even come out on TV? They have the power to put a stop to that even being aired. You know that, right? The government can control all of that. They can stop that from being aired. And they're not stopping it. They're letting it play and be aired. Based on true events. It's basically making them look like fools. Like they know something was already there. They know they existed. You know what I mean? So, I think they're letting it happen. They have to be letting it happen because they can stop it. And because they are letting it happen, that's telling me that they're working us into disclosure. And anybody who can't see that is a blind fool. You are fucking Stevie Wonder in a dark dungeon basement, okay? Trying to find your way out. Disclosure will happen in 2020. I'm calling it. 2020. Disclosure. That's going to happen. Mark my words. You heard it first. Late breaking. Local news, we've been getting UFOs visiting. Really? UFOs in South Carolina, huh? I love it when the local news talks about UFOs. Every once in a while, you see our news do it too. If you look on the internet, Deb, if you Google Buffalo meteorologist catches UFO, you'll see there's a shit ton of videos from our weathermen and our weather women here while they're doing the news. Catch UFOs all the time on the sky cams. And they'll be like, whoa, what was that? And they actually pointed out, and, the one guy was like, well, what's that up there? And she's like, that's a planet. She goes, what just flew past was not a planet. And she even said that was a UFO in the one video. Niagara Falls is a hot spot. The Great Lakes is a hot spot. Niagara Falls gets so many fucking sightings per year. Daytime sightings, too. You can see UFOs all the time, supposedly. If you know what you're looking for, you know what I mean? You got to have the trained eye to spot them, though. It's not like they're going to come down and fucking do barrel rolls, alongside the falls. They're not going to do that, you know what I mean? They're up there. But they come to the falls in record numbers. Anywhere that there's an energy spot on this planet, there's spots on this planet that produce so much energy and so much weird shit. They make the compasses fucking go haywire. So much shit. They fuck with the poles. There's energy spots on this earth, that's actually, the truth. And it's crazy. You know, some people say portals are able to open, things are able to leave and come through those portals, and it goes really deep, and it's really mind blowing to even fathom or try to even get into. You know, if you're a non believer of UFOs, then I wouldn't say dabble into that quite yet, because you're not going to have the mind for it. Portals. Fuck. One more thing you got to add on the list of things to worry about: asteroids, black holes, CMEs, fucking terror attacks, World War III. Fuck, the list goes on and on and on and on. Fucking, tsunamis, earthquakes, fucking fires, tornadoes, hurricanes, blizzards, like we're getting here right now. Fucking blizzards. I hate it. I don't mind wintertime. It doesn't bother me that much. It goes by pretty quick. What bothers me is being cooped up in the house. It's too cold to be outside. I like to sit outside and skywatch. And you can't skywatch when the sky's like this. There's just clouds everywhere. You can't see shit. So basically, you're stuck in your house. And that's when you're on YouTube. That's when you're watching the videos, surfing the net. You know, during the summer, people ain't on YouTube as much, surfing the net. People are outside shooting their own fucking videos. Some people, that live in California and down in the South, things like that, they have the ability to, have a great skywatch thing all year round, you know what I mean? Because it doesn't really get cold. Here, with the 25 below zero it's going to be tomorrow and the next day, having your skin exposed for even 10 minutes to the air, you're going to get frostbite on your fingers, your hand, whatever, your wrist. You're going to get frostbite. That's a fact. If they're exposed and you don't have gloves or something on, and your hands are just exposed out in the open for 5-10 minutes with that kind of weather, you're going to get frostbite that quick. It doesn't take a fool to figure that out either. It's fucking cold. An igloo? My wife wanted to build an igloo. She was talking about it today. I was talking about that today too with my boss. I was saying how when you're a kid, you got to be dragged in the house. You don't want to leave the snow. All you want to do is play outside in the snow all day, building igloos. I used to build ice caves, and I used to build tunnels. I used to have like 4 or 5 different snow forts, and I would have tunnels going to each one of them. Like a little mini city. Like, I used to get crazy with the snow. Building big ass walls for snowball fights, whatever, playing ice hockey. You couldn't drag me in the house. Now, I pick up some snow to make one snowball, and I'm crying like a bitch. My hands are frozen. I want to go in the house. I'm too cold. Why is that? Why is your body, when you're a kid, it doesn't really bother you or affect you? The cold doesn't affect you. You look forward to it snowing. But when you're older, snow is just a pain in the ass. You got to drive through it. You got to drive to work in it, drive home from work in it. It's just a complete pain in the fucking ass. It really is. I am your freaking wife. I know you're my freaking wife. A he-ho, a ho-he. Let's see what we got. Hey, calmed down. The wind's not blowing as hard. The light is gone, see, because the snow stopped blowing. So now there's no more light effect in the street. See? I was right. I said the snow caused that effect, and I was right. I see. I'm not as big as fool as everybody thinks I am. You know, I do know some things. I may not be a fucking smarty pants, but I'm no fucking dummy either. That's for sure. And I bleed red, white, and blue, and I bleed disclosure for the people. And I want that more than anything else in this world. Well, couple $1 million would be nice, buy a house. Live a little easier, that'd be nice too, but disclosure is the number one priority. Can't have the money, so I want disclosure. And I am coming for disclosure. I am barreling the fuck down on disclosure. And I'm sticking with my guns. This Skywatch season for me, this spring and summer and early fall, I'm going to catch something on video so spectacular it goes viral and knocks everybody's fucking socks off. I'm predicting that. That's a premonition from yours truly, Mr. Red, White, and Disclosure. I'm predicting a lot of things. I'm predicting disclosure in 2020. I'm predicting the end of the world extinction level event by 2023. I don't know an exact date. I just know by 2023 we probably will not be here no more. And if that scares you, you can always leave the channel. But I'm just brutally honest. I speak what's in my heart. I say it how it is. I tell how I feel. And what I think's really going on and what really is going to happen. And it is an opinion, and it's my opinion. And I believe my opinion to be facts. Premonition, I'm going to have a video that goes viral this Skywatch season. Disclosure will happen in 2020. And an extinction level event will happen by 2023. No later than, into New Year's Eve 2023. Before then, something will happen. And I will even go as far to say that what I think will happen is an asteroid will hit us. Big enough that they can't break it up. Or even if they did break it up, we would just have two giant pieces barreling down at us. And now it would be even worse. So, a lot of premonitions, a lot of predictions happening here tonight on the Red, White, and Disclosure channel. But hey, I'm willing to take those L's. Hey, if the world doesn't end by 2023, then hey, I was wrong. And I'd be happy to be wrong. You know what I'm saying? But with the way things are going, there's not much time left. We don't have another 30, 40 years. We got about another 4 or 5 years at the most. And I hope I'm not offending anybody or scaring anybody with my theories and my premonitions, predictions. But I'm sticking with it, and those are my predictions. You could write them down. You can copy this live feed. Come back 2 years from now and say, you're a dumb fuck. The world didn't end. And I'd be more than happy to take that L. But if it does end, I'm a fucking genius. I'm a prophet. That's right. A change gonna come. I hear me echoing in the other room. Oh, yes, it will. Was too hard living, but I'm afraid to die. 'Cause I don't know what's up there beyond the sky. It's been a long time coming. But I know a change gonna come. Oh, yes, it will. I was born by the river in a little tent. Just like that river, I've been running ever since. It's been a long time coming. But I know a change gonna come. Oh, yes, it will. ELE. Extinction level event. Project Bluebeam. The Bluebeam Project. I'm not so crazy on that anymore, am I? Especially now that it's being seen in a different country or a different state every other fucking day for the last 2 months. You don't believe me? Check my fucking page out. I guarantee you, at least every couple of days, you see a fucking video involving blue lights that flicker on and off on the cloud in some part of the fucking world. Same thing I was seeing almost 2 years ago. I'm not so crazy about that now, am I? I was crazy when I was seeing it before. People said I was a fucking moron. I ain't a moron no more. What is that? What is that? And what the fuck is that for? What the fuck are they doing? I don't know. Noodles 1980. 80 was a bad year. 81, fantastic year. Damn. It's time for another pod, big homie. I'm fresh out of Jesus. Gotta change the module on the crack pipe. Fucking idiots. Fucking Logan, you old fucking smelly idiot. Where's my modules? God damn it. Need my modules. Motherfucker. Shit. I don't want pretzel gram. That shit's disgusting. Where's my shit at? Before I lose my mizine. Empty. Nothing. 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 This better be it. This better be it. Modules. There we go. Modules. See, this brand of crack is a little smoother than the last brand I had on, you know what I mean? Or the new high-tech crack pipes they got out now. Cinnamon menthol. This one tastes like Big Red. They're sweeping the nation, little Junos. Everybody around here is smoking them. Juuls and Junos. This is the only flavor that I actually, can get big hits on and don't hack my brains out. Good stuff. Extinction level event will happen in 2021, 2022, or 2023. I know that's a big window period, but I'm not fucking, I'm not a psychic. I'm just going to tell you it's going to happen sometime in there, so you better be prepared. Now, what the fuck is causing these blue hologram fucking type lights that are being projected to our fucking clouds and chemtrails at night? They're not coming from the ground. That's already been fucking debunked because I've driven towards it, and no matter how far you fucking drive, it doesn't get any closer. It's coming from fucking space. So what in space is causing this and why? Some people say HAARP and shit like that. Maybe. I don't think so, though. Because now they're starting to make more of them and make, saucer-shaped patterns in the sky with these lights. You get what I'm saying? So, I believe they're our own doing. I believe we are involved. We are the ones behind it. But what is it and what is it for? Has anyone else noticed your ears ringing like 1,000 times more than they ever have in your entire life these days? These last 6 months or so? Has anyone noticed their ears just ringing, every day at some point your ears will just start ringing and it's really bad ringing? It happens to me every day, probably 3 or 4 times a day. And it usually happens to me the first time of the day, in the morning on my way to work. And it always happens in the same area, like within the same mile or two. It happens when I'm on the thruway, almost in the same spot on the thruway. And I haven't checked into it yet, but one day when I got time, I'm going to drive around that little area where I always feel that and see if there's any 5G towers I can locate within a mile or a half mile of that actual area. And if I can locate one, then, you might call me a fool, but I think I might be onto something here. They got to test out the merchandise. They can't just let it sit there and rust away. Our shock collars have to be tested, you know what I mean? But not enough to actually shock us, and so we know what's going on. So they make our ears ring instead. They make our blood pressure drop tremendously. Listen, I would love to see UFO in real life. Hey. Keep looking. It's bound to happen. That's all I'm going to say, Miss Zen. Keep looking. Keep looking in the sky. Keep looking in the sky, Miss Zen, and you're bound to see one eventually. Bound to see one eventually. But you kind of got to know what to look for. You know what I mean? You got to have a trained eye for it. You really do. And this summer, I'm going to actually partake in more UFO summoning and doing more meditation when it comes to UFO and space and staring into the sky. And, I'm going to try to hone in my skills on that. And hopefully by the end of the summer, I'll be able to produce, UFOs like, because I've gotten results doing it. Not every single time, but I've gotten a lot of results. So I want to try to master that. You know what I mean? I want to try to master the UFO summoning. It takes a lot out of you. It takes a lot of energy to try to focus and meditate and actually bring a being from another planet down from up in space with your mind and fly them to your exact location in your mind. It's hard to do that. It takes a lot of energy out of you. I'm not fucking shitting you people, because I do it. And it takes energy from you like crazy. And you never know. Maybe I'll become so good at summoning this summer that I will get that fucking UFO that is just so mind-blowing and so low to the ground and so blown up and projected on my video that my fucking video will go viral. And I'm having a premonition that that is going to happen this summer. And I'm going to try my hardest to make that happen. I mean, I obviously can't force a UFO to just come down for me super low. I can't do that. But through meditation and through UFO summoning and talking to them, I'm going to try to ask and, be very polite and peaceful and ask them for a, out of this world experience. So we can shock the motherfucking world. Turn all those skeptics into believers. All those people that are on the fence, we want to make them jump to the other side. Yeah. Yes, Miss Zen. It's, Greer does it. A lot of people do it. And it works. It fucking works. And I'm living proof that it works because I've done it several times. I've probably done it in my life. Probably, if I had to guess, between probably close to 20 times. It takes a lot of energy out of you when you do it. But out of those 20 times, I've gotten results a lot of the times. There's only been like 3 or 4 times I didn't see something that was unidentified that I couldn't say, that's a plane, that's a helicopter, that's a planet, that's a star. If you can't tell what it is from looking in the sky your whole life, if you can't tell that's a planet, a plane, a helicopter, then it's unidentified. And then it becomes an unidentified flying object. UFOs are all shapes, sizes, and colors, people. They come in all colors, they come in all shapes, they come in all sizes, triangles, cylinders, circles, discs. I'm in firm belief that they're even using cloaking to make themselves look like planes in our skies. And I think they are, basically like a camouflage chameleon, how it could change colors. I believe these things are shape-shifting into actual airlines, like fucking commercial airliners and flying through the sky. When I was a kid, I witnessed a plane just fucking, stuck, and it was just sitting there, and then all of a sudden it started moving again. I've seen videos of other people who have actually videotaped that actually happening. And if you have the technology to fly here from other planets, you obviously probably have the technology to fucking, make yourself look like a fucking airplane. You know what I'm saying? A lot of crazy shit in our skies. Lights, strange anomalies. We're having so many sun dogs, so many sun halos. It's unbelievable. I caught another giant, massive halo the other day. Catching sun dogs every fucking week now. And it's because the chemtrails are tenfold now. You know what I mean? The chemtrailing is off the charts now. The more chemtrailing you have, the more sky anomalies you're going to have. The more sun dogs and sun halos you're going to get. Blue lights at night, Blue Beam Project. I've seen it with my own eyes. I've got documented it on videotape several times. Now everybody around the world is seeing these lights. What is causing it? Where are they coming from? Who knows? I think it's us. You know, there's a lot of speculation saying, you know, maybe they're trying to create things in the sky so people think they're seeing UFOs so they can stage a fake UFO type invasion. Therefore, they got to go to war to generate money. Space program. They said they will conquer the wars in space just like they conquered the wars on Earth. That's a fucking quote from Pence. So, who the fuck you fighting in space? Because he said they're going to conquer the wars in space. What wars you plan on having in space and who with? Nobody. Themselves. Their fucking selves. They're going to fight themselves. They're going to fight holograms and fucking... A lot of people believe in that fake alien invasion shit. You know, that they're going to try to pull some shit off like that. I don't think so because it's been talked about. There's videos about it. I talk about it. I don't think they would do that anymore. I think they want to disclose, though, because I believe they're sick and tired of having to cover up these lies. There's so many sightings now every day. It's fucking so hard to get from one location to another location, all these different locations to try to brainwash people and, you know, basically scare people into not saying what they saw was a UFO. Because that's what they do. They use intimidation, brainwashing, MK Ultra. They use all kinds of shit. You know, Mandela effects. We live in a fucking matrix, people. Believe it or not, this is a fucking matrix. It really is. We have a house full of Yankees, all except me. I gotta get going soon. I gotta get some food. Oak Island. Project Blue Book's gonna be coming on. It's gonna be a fun night for true events being told on the Boob Tube television. Man, that's good. Never been a fan of raspberry tea, but that shit hit the fucking like you wouldn't believe. Like a G-spot being hit by a ramrod. Drinking raspberry tea. 7-Eleven flavored raspberry tea. Noodles 1980. JFK, the guy was assassinated by his own fucking people. Come on. You know, enough talk of that shit already. We know what happened. We know what happened. He was gonna talk. He was gonna spill the fucking beans about aliens, okay? And they could not have that. So, you know, they did what they did. They covered up. They, you know, they might have, you know, they might have not did the actual shooting themselves, but they hired or did, you know, brainwash somebody into doing it. So, come on, guys, come on. Just kidding. He was killed, you know, from the Emporium, whatever, book Emporium, you know, that guy, you know. There was one shooter, just one gun. You know, I just made all that other stuff up. I have a wild imagination, so. And if you believe that one, well, I got some swampland in Arizona that I can sell you. Pronto, ASAP. I made chicken big for dinner? What the hell is chicken big? What is it, a big chicken? Chicken bog? Chicken bog. What the hell is chicken bog? Bog. Hog mog. Let's make some chicken bog. We need disclosure, people. Do you think the 80s Reagan era Star Wars program for real? Yes. Just listen to the speech Reagan. Why do you think Reagan was attempted assassinated so many times? How many times did they try to take a shot at that guy? I lost count.
9.
Reagan got shot 9 times?
Yeah.
Different times.
11 attempts. 9
Look at the
times.
speech he made about just to think, the world is so small that there's not. He basically was telling us that there's fucking aliens that exist out there in that fucking speech. And look at all them attempts on his life. Why would they make all those attempts?
Yeah,
He wasn't a bad president. It wasn't like people hated him. So why all those assassination attempts? Because he knew too much.
I want to kiss my brother.
I think probably talking about Deb. Because Deb always,
No. There won't comment. Are you his sister?
no, because Debbie always says she's
No,
my
that
sister.
one.
I always say I'm her brother.
Snowflake or whatever.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about, but I think but they were talking about that, I think.
Come here, brother, kiss me.
Yeah, it was definitely real. Man, come on. Reagan knew everything, brother. Come on. That's why they wanted to kill him. Why else would they want to fucking make that many attempts on a man's life? Like, seriously, why? You know what I mean? How couldn't you not know, what's the deal with that? People are just, they believe what the TVs and the radios programs and all that shit tell them. Because that's what the government wants you to fucking believe, man. You gotta think outside the box sometimes, you know what I mean? Nothing is out of realm of possibility here, people. Not even the fucking Matrix itself. This could be a big fucking little giant rats, and this could be our maze, okay? And there could be fucking aliens with fucking controlling us on strings down here. You don't fucking know what the real deal is. Nobody knows how life was formed, how we were formed, how many fucking species or races are out there in the galaxy. We don't fucking know. We just know we're not the only ones. I don't know. It was real. That's why. It was real. I gotta go, though, people. I gotta go. I gotta go get something to eat. Project Blue Book tonight, 9 or 10 o'clock, one of the two, on the History Channel. History Channel. Project Blue Book, based on true events or real events, whatever it says. It's the truth. Watch it. It'll blow your fucking mind. Watch the first 2 episodes on demand. The other one will be live. Well, not live, but the other one will be tonight. The 3rd episode, whatever. Blah, 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 blah. And if you're in Oak Island before that, that's coming on in an hour. Also a great show. Love the Oak Island Mystery. Something's there. I don't know if it's still there, but something was there at one time. Peace and love. Gotta go, y'all. Y'all been real. Y'all been cool. Except for a couple knuckleheads that had to get the boot, but other than that, pretty good live stream. Peace and love to each and all. See y'all later. Alligator. Catch you out. Crocodile. I'll see you in the weekend. Do a live feed on the weekend. But I'm going to be bringing you all the UFO videos. Whatever UFO video drops, I'm going to be dropping it too. Because that's how I roll. That's how I roll. You don't like it? Tough shit. Tough shit. Go play in traffic. Nobody cares. Nobody cares. Nobody cares. Nobody cares.